Hey everyone, Mick here. And yeah, I got this on a selfie stick. This is the first time ever I have ever used a selfie stick. So we're outside here. I have no idea if I look where too close is. Is that too close? Is that too far away? I don't know. I can't see anything. I need like a little monitor. I'm sure they make things like that, don't they? Anyway, we're out here just walking around, kind of discuss this episode where we're going to be talking about tread maintenance. So I figured the selfie stick might be the best way to go. It's kind of a selfie stick slash little mini tripod. So, you know, as we wander around out here, we can kind of take a look and, you know, here we got some buildup of organic material. Now, here on the east side, we don't have to worry about this too much. Things that we do have to worry about is these lips that get formed. So, you know, let's just quickly set this down and, you know, we'll kind of get through knocking that down. So let's try this out. Ooh, yeah, see these move out like this. I hope you can see this. I really don't know. Maybe what I need is like a chest camera or a... So when we're talking about like getting rid of this organic buildup, you can use something, again, use a rake, a shovel, and basically what we're going to do is we're just going to use the tines to dig in and just kind of pull that mat up. You'll see how like right there it pulled it up. And we're just going to cast it off to the side. And you'll see how this area is actually staying wet. And that is, we can call this kind of a soft spot. And the reason why it's gotten soft is because there is this buildup, and you can actually tell the difference in the ground itself. It's got a lot more organic material in it. So we're just going to go ahead and get rid of that. And the other reason why it's, you know, a little bit more wet here is this lip. It might be hard to see, but there is a lip right here. If I just pull this, you'll see how this is actually cutting it away. So we're going to cut that lip away from the edge of the trail. And we're going to cast this off, and we're just going to continue cutting that lip off. So that lip just happens from, as it rains, the rain is actually falling down on the trail and it's picking up basically light materials. And as it comes down the trail, it just deposits to the side, and eventually, as the fines get built up, it creates that lip, and eventually it'll keep the water from running off. So, oh, didn't mean to step on you, pretty blue flowers. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna switch back to the rake side here, kind of pull up some of this organic material that's been matted here. It's not a whole lot, but it's a good amount that we can show. Yeah. So now that we've got that all cleaned off, we've got that lip removed. Remove the lip from right here, a little bit more material there that needs to be, hopefully that's in view. You can actually see this like pull up in little mats. And so we're just gonna scrape that up. So we're not actually removing really dirt. It's organic material, it's decayed. We got some roots there that need to come out. There we go. And we're just gonna, yeah, get rid of that there. So that kind of just happened across the spot. Wasn't really expecting it. Having all three major things I wanted to talk about in this episode, but hey, you know what? Sometimes you get lucky. So we'll just continue walking along and we'll see what else we come across. So, you know, talk about tread maintenance. Here's a good example. This rock seems to have been kicked up. We're just going to get rid of it, kick it off the side of the trail. Make sure it doesn't come back. I want you to watch how I have my tool carrying here. So here's a good area where, you know, this is difficult. See how this dips down? We got dips to both sides, and the trail itself actually kind of comes in on itself. We're going to try and clean this up actually. We're going to work on this here. You know, this is kind of a big lip, but Yeah, let's clean up this mat of a mess in here. Where can I set you? Here, you know what? Let me set the tool down up here, and then put you right here. There we go. I'm sure that's good enough. So we're going to clean this up. See, let's see, I'm gonna clean this top layer off, grab that, come back through and show you what exactly is going on here. See, I removed that top layer of needles, but you'll notice there are still needles underneath. And if we get really close, see, they're kind of matted together. Even here, you can even see how it stayed pretty moist. So we're gonna tear that up and get rid of those soft spots. Again, you can use a rake or a shovel. We're just gonna tear that top material off. And again, it's not really dirt, it's just decayed needles. I'm actually going to pile these so I can show you that here in a moment. You know, I might as well start back here and get all this, because next rainstorm this is just going to come down. All right, I think we have enough here to really show what's going on. Back to you. You're still recording, right? Yeah, you are. So, look at that. That is not dirt. Just a bunch of really fine needles that have broken up, leaves. You can see how much it took to get down to the actual, you can actually see the dirt now there. That's actually the soil, as is right here. So next we're going to cast this off and we're going to fix these, kind of knock off the lip that's causing this. It's a little bit more of a lip. These really need drains. That's moving forward a little bit, but I guess we're just going to have to solve it while we're here. So we're casting this off, making sure it's not. So what we have going on here is this comes down this way, this comes down this way, and this is high, and this is high, and it's just settling in here. So the water has nowhere to go. We have vegetation that's building up, and so this whole area just kind of gets soft. So I'm probably off frame here, but I'm gonna clear some of this. Oh, big rock. So what we're going to do here is, there's a little bit of a hump here, and there's really no reason to cut a drain here and knock the lip off here, because that's actually lower over there. So instead what we're going to do is, we're going to come through here, and we're just going to get rid of this hump. It's not a big hump, it's a little hump. With some rocks. Notice how I'm working the tool towards me. That's so that your cuts aren't going across the trail, because if they go across the trail, it doesn't make it as smooth. So we're gonna cut this the full width of the tread here. Now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna clean out this. This is like just built up with like, this is all organic material. So we're just gonna clean it out. Except that's a rock. A lot of those around here. Like the golden rule of trail building is you don't build on organic. And the same thing happens with this. Like people would like use this to fill in holes, but then it causes a soft spot. So that's what actually causes the soft spot, is organic. So you want to get rid of this organic material, because if you can keep a soft spot going, like that means it's holding water longer than it really should. It's not draining. It means it's going to create a rut. You know, people are going to go out, ride a trail because the rest of it's dry. They'll go through an area, it starts rutting out, and just is eventually going to get worse. So, got to find where the base of this is. There it is. Okay, so I got that all out of the way. Now we can remove the rest of this material. So again, I'm still just, all this that I've been removing, none of it's dirt. It's all, see, this is still organic. Let me bring you in closer. Still all organic. And so now we can just remove all that organic. There's like an old log there. Give some place for this water to go. Off this trail. So I'm going to widen this out just a little. I don't like narrowing stuff up. We'll talk about that in a couple chapters now with water and why there's some techniques we utilize. So it's probably hard to tell, but this is here, comes down still, hits this, it flattens out, and this is actually has a slight outward slope. I'm gonna take just a little bit of this out of the way. And now I've switched to a, cross this way because I'm no longer in the tread. So we want the cut marks to go this direction because that's where we want the water to go. Water's gonna come down, come out here, and should help drain this spot. So let's go ahead and move on down a little and see if we can't find something else. So yeah, I think that's about it. I mean, wasn't really meaning to have one spot kind of show all the areas, but kind of what I wanted to show was, the organic buildup and cleaning off the tread, things like pine cones and stuff you can rake off. And why you have to, because, with leaves and needles, eventually will build up, creates a mat layer on top, a mat of organic material, and that actually reduces the drainage ability of the ground. It doesn't allow it to dry out properly, creates a soft spot causes rutting. And that was a good example back there, all in one, like a 50-foot swath. So I guess that's it for this episode. I mean, yeah. Sure you've got a good handle on it now. Thank you. And until next time.